Have you ever noticed how a song you disliked at first becomes a guilty pleasure after repeated listens? That's the mere exposure effect in action. This powerful psychological phenomenon, first studied by Robert Zajonc in the 1960s, suggests that repeated exposure to a person, object, or idea increases our liking for it. Essentially, familiarity breeds fondness. We tend to favor things we've encountered before, even if the initial interaction was neutral or slightly negative. Think about it. We gravitate towards familiar faces in a crowd. We feel comfortable with the sound of our own names. This inclination towards familiarity is deeply rooted in our psyche. Our brains are wired to perceive the familiar as safe and approachable, while the unfamiliar triggers caution, even suspicion. This innate preference for the known over the unknown forms the bedrock of the mere exposure effect. The implications of this effect extend far beyond simple preferences for songs or faces. It plays a crucial role in shaping our social bonds, influencing our choices, and yes, even driving our purchasing decisions. This is where the mere exposure effect transitions from a fascinating psychological quirk to a powerful tool for businesses. Understanding and harnessing this principle can significantly impact brand recognition, customer loyalty, and ultimately, business success. In the competitive landscape of today's market, where countless brands vie for consumer attention, leveraging the mere exposure effect can be a game changer. It offers a subtle yet potent way to enhance brand familiarity, cultivate trust, and ultimately influence consumer behavior. This essay will delve into the mechanics of this effect, explore its significance for businesses, and provide actionable strategies to integrate it into your marketing arsenal. In the bustling marketplace of the modern world, consumers are bombarded with an overwhelming deluge of information. Brands flash before their eyes, each vying for a sliver of their attention and a portion of their wallets. In this chaotic environment, cutting through the noise and etching your brand into the consumer's mind is paramount. This is where the mere exposure effect takes center stage. Repeated exposure acts as a powerful catalyst in transforming fleeting awareness into lasting recognition. Each time a consumer encounters your brand, be it a logo on a billboard, a catchy jingle on the radio, or a sponsored post on social media, a subtle imprint is made on their memory. These repeated encounters foster a sense of familiarity, making your brand increasingly recognizable amidst the sea of competitors. This familiarity, in turn, lays the foundation for trust, a crucial ingredient in any successful brand-consumer relationship. When deciding between your brand and an unfamiliar competitor, a consumer is more likely to gravitate towards the familiar, the one they've encountered time and again. This subconscious association of familiarity with trustworthiness can be a decisive factor in swaying purchasing decisions in your favor. Moreover, repeated exposure cultivates a sense of comfort and ease around your brand. Just like a familiar song provides comfort, a brand that consumers have encountered frequently evokes a sense of ease and acceptance. This positive association, built gradually through repeated exposure, can translate into increased brand preference, customer loyalty, and ultimately, sustained business growth. Harnessing the power of the mere exposure effect doesn't necessitate a complete overhaul of your marketing strategy. It's about integrating smart, subtle techniques that maximize your brand's visibility and enhance its recall value. Here are a few practical strategies that businesses of all sizes can implement. 1. Consistency is key. Maintain a consistent brand image across all platforms. From your logo and color scheme to your brand voice and messaging, consistency reinforces brand recognition and maximizes the impact of each exposure. 2. Multi-platform presence. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your marketing efforts across multiple channels: social media, print ads, content marketing, email campaigns, and more. This ensures wider reach and increases the likelihood of your target audience encountering your brand repeatedly. 3. Content is king. Regularly create and share engaging content that resonates with your target audience. Whether it's blog posts, videos, infographics, or interactive quizzes, keep your audience engaged and coming back for more, thereby increasing their exposure to your brand. 4. Strategic advertising. Invest in advertising campaigns that strategically place your brand in front of your target audience. Whether it's targeted social media ads, display advertising on relevant websites, or sponsored content, Ensure your brand is visible where your potential customers are most likely to see it. Remember, the key is to ensure your brand exposure is consistent, positive, and strategically aligned with your target audience. By subtly weaving your brand into the fabric of their everyday lives, you can leverage the mere exposure effect to foster familiarity, build trust, and ultimately drive sales. Few brands understand and leverage the mere exposure effect as effectively as Coca-Cola. This beverage giant has cemented its place in the global consciousness, becoming synonymous with refreshment and happiness. Their success can be attributed in part to their masterful use of repeated exposure to build unparalleled brand recognition. Coca-Cola's logo, with its iconic cursive script and distinct red and white color scheme, is instantly recognizable across the globe. This visual consistency, maintained for over a century, has played a crucial role in solidifying the brand's image in the minds of consumers. No matter where you are in the world, that familiar logo triggers an immediate association with the Coca-Cola brand. But it's not just the logo. Coca-Cola strategically blankets the world with its presence. From billboards and bus stop ads to sporting event sponsorships and television commercials, Coca-Cola ensures its branding is ubiquitous. This constant strategic exposure ensures that consumers, whether consciously or subconsciously, are constantly reminded of the brand. Moreover, Coca-Cola masterfully weaves its branding into popular culture. From iconic Christmas commercials featuring the beloved polar bears to product placements in blockbuster movies, Coca-Cola subtly integrates itself into our collective consciousness. This strategic alignment with positive cultural moments further enhances brand recall and fosters a sense of familiarity and fondness. Through consistent visual identity, strategic advertising, and clever cultural integration, Coca-Cola exemplifies the power of the mere exposure effect in building a globally recognizable and trusted brand. Their success story serves as a testament to the impact of repeated, well-placed exposure in capturing consumer attention and influencing purchasing decisions. Another brand that has effectively harnessed the mere exposure effect is Nike. This sportswear giant has transcended its athletic wear origins to become a global symbol of athleticism, inspiration, and achievement. Their strategic use of repeated exposure is a key factor in their enduring success. Nike's iconic swoosh logo is a stroke of branding genius. Simple, memorable, and instantly recognizable, the swoosh embodies the brand's core values of movement and speed. This powerful visual, consistently displayed on their products, advertising, and sponsorships, acts as a constant reminder of the Nike brand. But Nike doesn't rely solely on its logo. Their marketing campaigns are masterclasses in leveraging the mere exposure effect. They strategically partner with globally recognized athletes, sponsoring major sporting events, and creating inspiring ad campaigns that resonate with their target audience. This constant presence within the world of sports cements their association with athletic excellence and achievement. Furthermore, Nike's iconic slogan, "Just Do It," transcends mere product promotion to become a powerful motivational message. This simple yet effective tagline, consistently used across their marketing platforms, has permeated popular culture, further solidifying Nike's brand image and values in the minds of consumers. Nike's success story highlights the power of combining a memorable logo, strategic partnerships, and a consistent brand message to maximize exposure and cultivate a loyal customer base. By constantly reminding consumers of their brand values and associating themselves with positive emotions and aspirations, Nike has effectively leveraged the mere exposure effect to become a global icon. In today's digital age, social media has emerged as a powerful tool for leveraging the mere exposure effect. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok provide unparalleled access to a vast and diverse audience, offering ample opportunities to subtly embed your brand into the daily scroll of millions. The key to success on social media lies in finding the sweet spot between consistent presence and overwhelming bombardment. The goal is to maintain a steady stream of engaging content that keeps your brand on your audience's radar without resorting to spammy tactics that could alienate potential customers. Diversify your content to keep your audience engaged and coming back for more. Share behind-the-scenes glimpses of your brand, highlight customer testimonials, create interactive polls and quizzes, and participate in relevant industry conversations. The more touch points you create, the higher the likelihood of your brand becoming a familiar and welcome presence in your audience's social media landscape. Remember, social media is not just a platform for broadcasting your message, it's a channel for building relationships. Engage with your followers, respond to comments and messages, and foster a sense of community around your brand. This personal touch can go a long way in solidifying brand loyalty and maximizing the impact of the mere exposure effect. The principles of the mere exposure effect are not limited to the digital realm. They are equally applicable in traditional advertising formats. Whether it's a strategically placed billboard, a memorable radio jingle, or a clever print ad in a relevant magazine, the goal is to ensure your brand consistently reaches your target audience. Consider the placement of your ads. A billboard on a busy highway will reach a vast audience, while a print ad in a niche industry magazine will target a specific demographic. Tailor your advertising strategy to ensure maximum reach within your target market, maximizing the impact of each exposure. Don't underestimate the power of repetition. A catchy jingle played frequently on the radio, or a consistent visual motif used across your print ads can significantly enhance brand recall. Repetition, when used strategically, can transform a fleeting moment of exposure into a lasting memory. Moreover, don't shy away from creative approaches to advertising that spark curiosity and generate buzz. A unique billboard design that becomes a local landmark or an interactive print ad that encourages engagement can significantly enhance brand visibility and amplify the effects of repeated exposure. Integrating the mere exposure effect into your business strategy isn't about bombarding your audience with your brand until they're sick of it. It's about strategically weaving your brand into the fabric of their lives, creating positive associations, and building familiarity that translates into trust and loyalty. Start by analyzing your current marketing efforts. Are you maximizing your brand's visibility across different platforms? Is your brand messaging consistent and aligned with your target audience? Are you engaging with your audience and building a community around your brand? Identify areas where you can increase brand exposure without overwhelming your audience. Could you benefit from a stronger social media presence, a more consistent advertising strategy, or more engaging content marketing? Remember, consistency is key. Don't be afraid to experiment and find creative ways to make your brand stand out. A unique marketing campaign, a memorable slogan, or a strategic partnership can significantly enhance brand visibility and amplify the effects of repeated exposure. The mere exposure effect is more than just a psychological curiosity. It's a powerful tool that, when understood and utilized effectively, can significantly impact your business's bottom line. By strategically increasing brand visibility, building familiarity, and cultivating trust through repeated positive exposure, you can turn casual observers into loyal customers. Embrace the power of repetition, consistency, and strategic placement. Whether it's through your social media presence, your advertising campaigns, or your overall brand messaging, ensure your brand is consistently reaching your target audience in a positive and engaging manner. Remember, building a successful brand takes time and effort. There's no magic bullet. However, by understanding and harnessing the power of the mere exposure effect, you can significantly increase your chances of cutting through the noise, capturing consumer attention, and ultimately achieving lasting business success. So go forth, experiment, and unleash the power of familiarity. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, keep pushing beyond your limits.